So our company values are quality, and there you go, never compromise our values, and always standing by our word. We only sell the best products in our respective industries, best quality. Passion, having a passion for exceeding the expectations of our customers through dedication and hard work. Integrity, conducting business with honesty and accountability. Leadership, leading by our reliability, reputation, and results. Loyalty is the big one, positioning ourselves as an employer and partner of choice, thereby earning customer advocacy. If you can get your customers to talk to other customers about you and how great you are, that is like the ultimate, right? So you have a customer advocate for you, and that goes a long way. And you know, being an employer of choice, you want people to want to come work for a whole lift truck, and because it's such a great place to be. They want you to choose. You know, like I said, we're competing against Amazon. You know, everybody's competing for employers, and it's hard, but I mean that's what we want to do. And then growing through education, we spend a lot of time and resources training our employees and trying to create opportunities for them. And so this is our org chart, and it's pretty typical. You have your HR function, and there's two folks in HR. We have a new HR director, so we've tried to elevate that department. We're going to hire a generalist as well. You know, it's very important with all the things going on and all the regulations and whatnot to have a robust human resource department, especially when it comes to recruiting, because it is hard to find employees right now. And you know, everybody's vying for the same people, and so you have to be able to differentiate yourself, and HR goes a long way to helping with that. And then we have our finance department, which is the accounting department and the information technology, and we have a vice president of finance who oversees that. And then the two big areas are sales and marketing and operations. So our vice president of sales and marketing oversees our new equipment sales, our used equipment sales, aftermarket, which is parts and service and rental. But that's the aftermarket sales, and then the marketing function. And a couple of things. When kids go to college and they get into business school and they want to get into marketing, I don't know if they think they're going to make marketing pieces like that on the wall there or what, but in our world, marketing is sales, and a lot of kids don't know that. There just aren't these creative positions out there in marketing. It's really going door to door and selling customers a piece of equipment. And then on the marketing side of it, we do have an internal marketing function, but it has evolved. It's all digital. It's crazy. It's all managing the website and the search engine optimization, search engine marketing, trying to drive eyeballs to our website and generate leads. So that's the sales side of the business, and then the operations. Whatever sales sells, we have to go take care of it. Here's some advice for you. Can you guys read that?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I mentioned, look for opportunities everywhere. They may not be obvious to you, but they're out there. And particular to small business, you know, I think everybody your age probably aspires to work for Google or Amazon or Microsoft or Prada or Tiffany, you know, or
myself.
General Motors. Well, that's awesome. Good deal. But the great majority of our economy is driven by small businesses like this one. And so there are opportunities out there. You just have to recognize them. Be flexible and responsive. Literally something unexpected does happen every day. And you have to be able to roll with it and overcome it. Again, you can take unexpected experiences and turn them into positives and turn them into opportunities to grow and improve. And so I'll give you a couple examples. So COVID, everybody knows about COVID. without getting in the weeds, we're on a March 31st fiscal year, which means our books don't run in a calendar year in December for whatever reason. But March, we finished up our year, best year ever, $80 million in sales. And, things were going like this. And all of a sudden, this black swan hits, and it's COVID. And business grinded to a halt. Companies were closed. And we made the decision we weren't going to lay anybody off. We were going to keep everybody working, even though they literally were sitting around. But that's what we didn't want. We didn't want to lose good people. And we felt like it was going to be a short-term thing. But many of our customers were just closed. It was crazy. But in the process, we had to come up with, the state required us to come up with a response plan. And the management group, the 3 vice presidents and myself, got on the phone. We were on the phone every day. We communicated more in those 3 or 4 months than we ever have. And every day was, how are our people? Do we have any instances of COVID? Do we have anybody we have to notify? Et cetera, et cetera. It was buying personal protective equipment and sanitizing supplies. It was coming up with new processes for our service techs. So part of that service, we have a shop out here that you'll see, but most of our business, we have technicians in vans that go out to the customer to fix things. So customers don't want our guys coming in and German the place up. So we came up with new processes where they have sanitizing spray and wipe down the lift truck before they worked on it, wipe down the lift truck after they worked on it. The dignity of work. I pulled some of these books because I think they're important. We're in a Christian school, spiritual, and hopefully those things have permeated 3 or 4 years, and that's why we go there. It's because it's different. It teaches you different life lessons than maybe the public schools do and can, right? So the dignity of work. No work is insignificant. All labor that values humanity has dignity. Your profession is not what brings home your weekly paycheck. Your profession is what you're put here on earth to do with such passion and such intensity that it becomes a spiritual calling. Yeah, easy for Vincent Van Gogh to say, right? But I think that's part of the aspiration, right? Find something that inspires you, and it isn't a chore to go to work. You don't dread it. Go find something that really makes you feel good. Jesus came into this world not as a philosopher or general, but as a carpenter. All work matters to God. And we work to become, not to acquire. Thou, O God, dost sell us all good things at the price of labor. So labor is really the universal currency of humanity, right? You don't really get anything without putting in effort. Whether it's a monetary thing or it's a personal thing, right? If you play guitar, you're not going to get better at guitar unless you put the work in, put the labor in, right? So you're not going to get those good grades unless you put the time in, right? So why does this crazy old guy share all these quotes? Because when you work and become part of a team, you rely on each other to succeed, no matter what kind of work you or your coworkers perform. And so that's where I was getting at, understand how you affect everybody else on the team. And many industries have unappealing jobs. Some industries are unappealing as a whole, and I think that was kind of my mindset that I referred to when I was a kid. Lift trucks, really? Nobody wants to do that. But they're jobs nonetheless, and they have to be done for society to function. And so, my business, to one extent or another, may not be appealing to certain people, but I've learned to appreciate and respect each and every person I work with. And so to that point, don't look down on somebody based on their job. There's dignity in what they do. They matter, and what they do matters. And so why do I bring that up? Because part of our culture here is that the ends have never justified the means of achieving it. So there's a right way of doing things, and that's part of our brand, and we're always true to that. And it means being true to yourself and your values. If you conduct yourself in this way, you'll never be dissatisfied, no matter what industry you're in, or what people think of it. You know, despite our best efforts, we have the best products, we train our people the best. Things happen and we fail people, we fail customers, but we own up to it. And, you know, what it costs us to make it right with customers has never been a consideration. We do what's right, and do what it takes to satisfy our customers. But that's our brand, and that's, you know, that's us being true to our brand. Other companies say, sorry, not our problem, you know, we're not gonna take care of it, or that's your problem. But that's not how we do things, so.